3, and number 1 right now is a little bit nervous as the Oakland A's will come in to Toronto and play the Toronto Blue Jays. They are tied at 1 in the series in Exhibition Stadium in Toronto. And they're ready to go. You can see Oakland with the 2-1 win. Toronto believe they should have won that one. And Toronto an 11-1 win over Oakland. And they should have done that. Luis Polonia getting ready. And coming out is Dave Stieb. He's one of the best. He won the wild card game for the Blue Jays. And he won the wild card game for the Blue Jays 1-0, 3 ERA, 6 innings, giving up 7 hits, struck out 2, walked 1. And that's going to be Dave Stieb. Luis Polonia. And here's Stieb. The lighting isn't the greatest, but that's Exhibition Stadium, and that'll be fouled off. We're underway, game number 3, almost like a spooky atmosphere here in Toronto. And that'll be on the ground. Gruber, the first one out. And Gruber defensively hasn't been the greatest. Offensively, he's pretty good. So Polonia, Lansford, Canseco, McGuire, the Bash brothers, terrible today. Parker, Henderson, Steinbach, Hubbard, and Walt Weiss. They haven't hit a home run in the postseason. They lost their last game 11-1. So here's Dave Stieb. And Dave Stieb against Corny Lansford, he just throws it away. It'll be 1-0. Stieb looking good, the 1-0, and it'll be off to the right-hand side, and a base hit. And Lansford will be on first. So Carney will be on first, 1 out, 1 on. And here's Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco not a hit all postseason. He'll be down low, 1-0. Jose Canseco, Dave Stieb. They won at Detroit. This is Toronto's first game, and they're going to throw to second base, and he is out. 2 outs. Right there, nice tag on his arm, and he is done. 2 outs. And Canseco, the 2-0, it'll be 3-0. As Stieb throws it to the side, McGuire is next. Down low, and that'll be ball 4. So Canseco will go to first, McGuire will come back. So here's Mark McGuire. Down low again, 1-0. So Stieb is pitching around both McGuire and Canseco. You could tell he has no respect for the 5th hitter. Toronto winning 11-1 in game number 2. And with that, that was very big. The 2-0, there he goes. The strike, they throw to second, and he's safe. So Canseco gets the stolen base. The 2-1. On the ground, Kelly Gruber. He picks it up, throws the first, they get him 3 outs. Kelly Gruber. 2 good plays early. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's 0-0. in Game 3. Storm Davis, 6'4", 207. This will be his first appearance in the postseason for the Oakland A's, and starting off is Lloyd Moseby. Moseby 167. And we're underway the Jays half of the first inning in game number 3. 1-1. It'll be high ball 1. One and 0. Inside 2-0. So Davis having the same sort of issues. The 2-0. And that's going to be a strike up high, 2-1. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Moseby. On the ground, he golfed that one. Oh, he tried to barehand it, it didn't work. The fast running, the fast speed meant that he had to rush it and barehand it. A slower runner, that would have been something else. Here's Tony Fernandez batting second. 1 on, nobody out now. And that'll be down low. Oh, they call that a ball. Fernandez 364. On base plus slugging is 871. I don't think Fernandez is getting an MVP yet. And that's going to be a strike, 1-1. Oakland A's are number 1. Number 1 in the American League. The New York Mets are number 1 in the National League. And many people thought the clash of the Titans would be inevitable. And that's going to be a strike to Fernandez, 1-2. But the clash of the Titans, it's not happening yet. I mean, Oakland is tied with Toronto, and the Mets are down 2-0. That's a strikeout. And that'll be 1 out. Fernandez goes down. Well, here's the crime dog. 5 for 5 last game, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. An incredible game. Fred McGriff now hitting .583, and that's going to be a strike, 1-1. 5 for 5, 3 home runs, a double and a single in the last game. 6 RBIs. They'll be down low, 2-1. They're not calling anything. That's low. 2-1, McGriff. They go back to first, he's going to be safe. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be a strike, 2-2. Exhibition Stadium here in Toronto. Hoping to host another World Series. They did the 83 replay. And now this is the 87 replay. The 3-2. Struck him out, and McGriff looks at it. They call him out. McGriff didn't like it. But that's going to be the second strikeout for Davis. Right there, right on any part of the ball that touches the strike zone is a strike. Here's George Bell, bottom of the first inning. They're going to steal. They throw to second, and he is safe. So a stolen base for Lloyd Moseby. This series is tied 1 apiece, meaning that this game is huge. It'll be 0-2. It hits high. Man, that high part of the strike zone is give everything away. The low part is give nothing. The 0-2. Struck him out, and there it is. We go to the second inning, 0-0. So here's Dave Parker. Top of the second inning, Dave Parker. And that's going to be a strike right down the middle. So Dave, Steve. One and one. Top of the second inning. Nobody on, nobody out. That's going to be swing and a miss. And 1 and 2. Parker hitting 167. Steve's 16th pitch. Down low, and he chases it. Almost like he's batting in the dark. The lighting of Exhibition Stadium is top. Out and off again. Oakland nothing, Toronto nothing. Outside ball 2. So remember, Steve had the wild card game. They scored all their runs in 1 inning. It'll be 3 and 2. Winner here is going to have a 2-1 series lead. Hard in, and it'll be foul. Tomorrow night, the Minnesota Twins, tomorrow afternoon really, the Minnesota Twins are going to try, and that'll be ball 4, and Dave Parker goes to first. Twins will try and sweep Boston. So Dave Henderson batting 6th. He'll be inside ball 1. So Steve has not really been aggressive. He's been throwing all around, and they chase that one. It's going to be foul. So the 1-1. Inside, kind of jammed him. And that's going to be 2 outs. Barry Steinbach. One out, one on. Underneath. Gruber to second. Oh my! Kelly Gruber has been playing out of his skull defensively, making up for the last couple games. It's 0-0. Bottom of the second inning, Jesse Barfield will come up. Hitting 167 as a home run and 2 RBI. Oakland does not have a home run yet. The Blue Jays won their last game 11-1 to tie the series at 1. And that's going to be a strike down low. 1 for 5 with an RBI in the last game. Oakland A's, that'll be swing and a miss, 0-2. So Davis. Play ball 1. 1 and 2. Barfield would like to start something here. Oh, they're not giving too much. Again, that low pitch. This umpire is not giving the low pitch. Down below, it'll be short to first, 1 out. If you're not giving it, everybody is going to it. Kelly Gruber. Offensively, he's been very good in this series. Defensively, he struggled, but he had a great first couple innings. And they're going to say he went. Last 3 games, 6 for 13 in the series. 462. Hard hit. Short to first, 2 outs.
batting seventh, the catcher, Ernie Whip.
I mean, it was close. There's 2 outs. He threw at 91 miles an hour. Almost like a pitcher. Ernie Witt, and that's going to be fouled off, 0-1. So he's hitting 250, and it's going to be high ball 1. 1-1 with 2 outs. They're chasing everything, and that's not looking good. They're trying to get everything going here and chasing, and that'll be fouled away. Oakland nothing, Toronto nothing, bottom of the second inning, and inside 2-2. Just throw it over his head, he'll swing at it. That one was right down the middle. It'll be second to first. Should end the inning. It is. A bit weirder on a throw than what he wanted, but we go to the third inning. It's Oakland nothing, Toronto nothing. Third inning, Glenn Hubbard.
Leading off for Oakland, the second baseman, Glenn.
So Dave Steve. That's going to be a strike. So Glenn Hubbard will start off the third inning for the Oakland A's. Swing and a miss there, quickly 0-2. We go to the top of the third here. That'll be a base, maybe. Manuel Lee to first, safe. Lee to McGriff, but not in time, and Hubbard will go to first. He needed every step of that. Yep, he's safe. He needed every step of that. Here's Walt Weiss. 333 average in this series. Weiss, that'll be down below ball 1. Steve had kind of the same type of game in a wild card. He never just went after people. Remember, he only lasted 6 innings in a wild card game. They won that 3-1. He never went really direct with people. The pitches he had to make, he made. Weiss was 1 for 3 in his last game with a single. Will be 3-0. Luis Polonia on deck to start off and lead off the Oakland A's lineup. 3-0, and that'll be a strike. Walt Weiss. Hard hit, could be 2. McGriff to Lee, and there it is. 2 outs. They sweep them off. Remember the first game? There's McGriff, and right to the shortstop. And back to McGriff. Didn't need Manny Lee. And here's Polonia, 0 for 1. 2 outs now. And now, oh, they call that. Polonia 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first. He still doesn't have a hit in the postseason. Oakland's only scored 3 runs. They won 2-1. They lost 11-1. So 2-1 is 3. The 1-1. High pop fly and underneath. Making the catch, we go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning.
Leading up for Toronto,
Rance Molinek, 091, a home run and 2 RBI. So Davis, and that's going to be a strike in the corner. Rance, Molnix, 0-1. Molnix, oh, it's hit by McGuire. They toss it 1 out to Davis. Rance had a home run in the last game, and that was an absolute shock. But there's going to be 1 out, and Mark McGuire a heads-up play. Here's Manny Lee. Second baseman, 167. To Davis. And that's going to be a strike, 0-1. You see here in Toronto, if they can win today, they'll be up 2-1. Yes, if Toronto sweeps this, their homestand, then they'll win the series. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Bottom of the third inning, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out to Manny Lee. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. And Davis with another strikeout. There's 1. There's 1-1. But this one was 2, and this one was the strikeout. Here's Lloyd Mosby now. 1 for 1 on the day. 2 outs, bottom of the third, and that's going to be a ball, 1-0. So he singled in the first inning. Remember last year, Toronto, the last seed in the American League, the miracle run to the World Series. And here, they're going to have to win today, and if they win today, then they might think about it. 1 for 4. I mean, in the other American League series, Minnesota is just going so well. Minnesota is going to be a force. They might, whoever they play, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a big one. The 2-1 with 2 outs. That'll be on the ground. Third to first, and that's the out. We go to the 4th. We go to the 4th inning. The score, Oakland 0 and the Toronto Blue Jays 0. Top of the 4th inning, Carney Lansford, he singled in the first. A .444 average, 4 of 9 in the postseason. And Dave Stieb, as the lights come on and as it was dusk here in Toronto. All Toronto wants to do is get that first batter. They talk about that all the time. High and deep to left field, way back, and it is gone! Carney Lansford, the first home run for Oakland. The first home run for Oakland in the playoffs, and Carney Lansford makes it 1-0. And number 1 is still back on top. It wasn't McGuire, it wasn't Canseco, it was Carney Lansford that got. See if they can find it. Oh, right above everything. And here is Canseco now. He doesn't have a hit in the postseason. That's his strike. He walked in the first inning, and he stole second base. 1-0 for Oakland. And I don't know what he was looking at there. 0 for 4 in his last game. The 0-2. And it'll be fouled away. And Minnesota wins and Toronto wins. Minnesota will have home field for the ALCS. It'll be on the ground and foul. If Oakland wins this series, then Oakland will have home field, not Toronto. It'll be 1-2 to Canseco. 1-0 Oakland on a Carney Lansford home run. Here in the 4th, inside 2-2. Nobody out. Stieb, a lot of pitches. Remember him against Detroit. Could have been Detroit in Oakland, but Toronto won that game. It'll be 2-2. Stieb now. The 2-2. Struck him out, and Jose Canseco goes down. His streak continues. It's not a streak that he likes, but it's a streak that will continue. Oh my. And now Mark McGuire, he's 0 for 1. 1 out, and down low 1-0. He grounded out in the first inning. He's 2 for 9 in the series, but he made a great play at first base defensively. That'll be a hard shot right to the bullpen, but the ball kid has it. 1-1 with an out. Now be fouled back 1-2. 1-2 with 1 out. Struck him out. And there are 2 outs. Steve, 2 strikeouts in a row, and down go the Bash brothers. It is hard to believe that Carney Lansford has the only home run for Oakland. You have all this power, and they don't have a home run, and that's going to be on the ground. Knocked down. Can they still get Parker? They don't. And Fred McGriff couldn't come up with it. Kind of knocked it down, but here is Dave Henderson. He's 0 for 1. It'll be a ball 1-0. A lot of storytelling at bats. A lot of deep pitching and all that stuff. Henderson 0 for 1, and that'll be a strike, 1-1. Last game 1 for 3 with a single Dave Henderson. It'll be inside, 2-1. Oakland 1, Toronto nothing. The 2-1 with 2 outs. That'll be a base hit. It's fair, and let's see how far he's going to run. I don't know if they're going to score from here. They're going to throw it in, and it'll be second and third. So Dave Henderson gets a double into left field, but nobody scores. It'll be second and third with 2 outs, and now this is big. This is a big moment. Terry Steinbach, if he gets a base hit, it'll be 3-0. And it'll be a ball 1-0. Grounded out in the second inning. Toronto trying to stop the bleeding Dave. Steve, not the greatest in the world, and Oakland keeps on. They keep on swinging at bad pitches. A 1-1 to Steinbach. Again, it should be 3-0, but Steinbach with 2 foul balls here, and Steve is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. The 1-2 with 2 outs. High pop fly, left field underneath, and that's going to be the catch. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Carney Lansford with the home run, and it's 1-0 Oakland. Tony Fernandez, he's 0 for 1, strikeout in the first inning.
That's shortstop, Tony Fernandez.
Bottom of the 4th inning now. It's going to be high ball 1. And the Dominican Republic signed out of it. Tony Fernandez. And it's going to be 1-1. He's 0 for 1 today. Toronto kept the 1-0 Oakland lead, and that's big. Oakland wanted to make it 3 or 4 to make it all right. That's going to be deep and foul. So only on 1 ball and 2 strikes. Storm Davis trying to get into a groove. Struck him out. It hit the ground. They'll throw him out at first. 1 out. Terry Steinbach.
Number 19.
Oakland does want that 2-1 series lead. Here's Fred McGriff. He struck out in the first inning. Look at those numbers. That's incredible. He didn't like the strikeout pitch. Remember that in the first inning. Down low 1-0. When it's only a one-run game, he's a threat to tie it up anytime he's in. Anytime he's in those boxes. 1-0. That's going to be reaching. It's going to be deep to left field. And Canseco is underneath to make the catch. 2 outs. It's not Canseco. Oh my. Sometimes I see 33 as 22. But here's George Bell. 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Here in Toronto, they play the next 3 no matter what. If one team sweeps these 3, then they win the series. But the series is tied at 1. And that's going to be a ball down low. Davis to George Bell. And that's going to be to left field. And a base hit. Bell will single. And he'll be on first base with 2 outs. He gives up a single. Storm Davis does. Well, George Bell. Here's Jesse Barfield. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs, 1 on. And that's Barfield. He'll foul that one away. ENC Exhibition Stadium here in Toronto. They are hoping to host a World Series here. They'd love it. And that's going to be high and deep. Deep center field and caught. Oh no, it goes over his head. They're going to bring him home. It's going to be 1-1. It's going to be a tie game. It went over his head. It went over Dave Henderson's head. And Jesse Barfield, I thought it was going to end the inning, and we have a tie game. Oh my goodness. A tie game, you can see. It was a high fastball. We knew it wasn't going out. I thought Henderson was going to get it, but it's now 1-1. That ball dropped. That was not good. And that's going to be inside ball 1. Kelly Gruber now. He's 0 for 1, grounded out in the second. It's a tie game. Henderson got confused. He actually stopped moving. We'll count that as a base hit, and it'll be 2-0 to Gruber. He's 1 for 5 and a home run the last game with an RBI. Now he's got a runner on second with 60 speed and a base hit, and Gruber could make it 2-1 Toronto. Oh, and he fouls that off, 2-1. Kelly Gruber, his defense is a lot better today, especially in that first inning. Down below, should end the inning. Second to first, they pick it up. McGuire scoops it up. And it's going to be 1-1. I don't know whether that was people yelling or screaming or whatever. Again, I'm not these two announcers. Wish I could put something in there, maybe my picture or whatever. Well, here we go. We begin the top of the 5th inning. Glenn Hubbard, who's 1 for 1 today. And it's going to be high and inside ball 1. Last game he was 0 for 4. He'll be down low, 2-0. Super Bowl tournament, good to see you. Super Bowl tournament, always good to see you. And it'll be 3-1. I got your message. And right now I'm on my PS5. I got a PS5 here. My stuff, and I'm going to record it maybe tonight or tomorrow, probably tonight. When I get back, I'm going out to dinner here. I need to talk about my job and counseling stuff. My stuff, hopefully tomorrow, will be in Karachi. And when it goes through customs. And hopefully in a couple weeks, I'll be upstairs. And that's going to be maybe a base hit, and he does. Hubbard will get a single here. And Hubbard will be on first with nobody out. But yeah, so my stuff will be in Karachi, and then in a couple weeks, oh, it's going to be a steal, a hit and run, and it's going to be a foul ball 0-1. One of the things that you see, well, one of the things, I got a broadcast studio actually in this mansion they gave me, literally a mansion. It is. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a very small yard. I mean, not even enough for a bocce field. Very, very, very small yard, but you know what? There's going to be a bunt. And that's going to be yes, I will. In fact, okay, yeah, I'll say it at the end. I'll say it at the end of the stream. I'll say it in a few ways, just remind me. Or if I say it, if it's a catch, let me know. And then maybe rip it from the stream from there. I'll make it easy and say it at the end. So they move the runner over to second. Luis Polonio's 0 for 2 today. Oh, and 2 with 1 out. Inside 1 and 2. So Polonia 0 for 2. I'll say it at the very end. That way you don't have to go and suffer through everything. It's going to be jammed. This should make it 2 outs. It does. McGriff will scoop it on up. 2 outs. And a runner on third. So they are moving the runners over, but it's not a sacrifice position. Oakland a base hit. And they're going to lead 2-1 though. That's the thing. And that'll be foul. 0-1. 0-1 with 2 outs. 2 for 2 is Carney Lancer. Remember, he had the home run. He's Oakland's only run. On the ground, Gruber picks it up, throws to first, plenty of time, and they get it out. The end of 4.5, 1-1. I do get what you mean. So Super Bowl tournament, good to see it. I do get what you mean. So it'll be non-emotional, it'll be more like it's caught, like that. So Storm Davis, high pop fly. This one's deep. Henderson had trouble last time, and this time he makes the catch, so 1 out. And he makes the catch, 1 out. Oh, he had trouble last time. And here's Rance Mulliniks. Rance is unique. He's only 1 for 9, but his 1 was a home run. And he's had a few hard hit balls in the series. 1 for 5, a home run, and 2 RBI. In the series, he only has 1 base hit. Bottom of the 5th inning. And that's going to be a strike, 1-1. Oh, I want to see that game. I want to see that Steeler. I'm interested to see. They say something about Kenny Pickett starting, but I got to see, you know. I'm curious to see what he looks like. 2-2 with 1 out. Inside, it'll be a full count. Rance Mulliniks wants to get on, and here's Manny Lee will be next. The 3-2. Mulliniks, and that's going to be a base hit. And that'll be, okay, Trubisky then. Trubisky was named a starter today, so I like Trubisky. Was with the Bears. I remember him with the Bears. But here's Manny Lee. Manny Lee. And that'll be fouled off, 0-1. 1 out. Manny Lee, this is, they got a runner on first. They're probably going to need 2 hits to get another run. That'll be on the ground, and that's a base hit. So there's going to be 2 on with 1 out. Here's Toronto. They're starting to pressure.
Now batting.
And Davis is now struggling a little bit. Lloyd Mosby, and that'll be down low, 1-0. Now Davis is in a jam. Mosby singled in the very first batter of the game. He got on with a single. There's 2 on, 1 out. The series is tied at 1. The pitch, down low, 2-0. I would say all these games are going to be close, but the last one was 11-1. The 2-0. 3-0. If they do it right, you're going to have Fred McGriff come up. 3-0 with an out. You know this is going to be right down the middle. Does he pull the trigger on this? And no, he doesn't. It's going to be 3-1. 3-1, 1 out. That's going to be fouled off. Lloyd Mosby. The worst thing for Toronto's a strikeout. The best thing for Oakland is a strikeout. Struck him out, and Mosby looks at it. A pitch that was right on the borderline, and he doesn't like it. And Mosby will be out number 2. They didn't like that. Tony Fernandez now. 0 for 2. 2 outs. Fernandez. Short to second, and that's it. They don't get Fred McGriff up. That was the biggest thing. If Fred McGriff would have gotten up with his stats, it would have been crazy. But we go to the 6th. The Bash brothers and Parker. So Canseco, McGuire, and Parker. Canseco does not have a base hit today, in this whole series. We're in game number 3, and he just keeps on not getting anything. And that's going to be a strike. Jose Canseco. I mean, he's very powerful. You just can't believe he's going to be on a slump and throw him cheese right down the middle, or else he'll bring the nachos in. Good night. He'll eat you alive. On the ground, let's see, Manny Lee, he'll throw to first, they get the out. Barely, but that's going to be 1 out. Barely, barely, barely. Yep, by a full step. Mark McGuire is 0 for 2. And that's going to be a ball on the inside. So Dave Stieb has 78 pitches, and we're in the top of the 6th inning. It's a lot, but he's working how he does normally. It'll be 2-0. He bends, but he doesn't break. He'll give, but he'll take a little more than he gives. The 2-0. This will be on the ground. Short to first, and that'll be another out. 2 outs. Dave Parker singled in the 4th inning. 286 in a postseason, which is his series. And Stieb. And that's going to be a ball down low. You remember bases loaded 2, the video game. Stieb was Seats. Or Steves, or whatever it was. For New Jersey, and bases loaded 2. I often thought about in the next one having recreating all the bases loaded 2s, players and lineups and everything like that. I thought about it. And that's going to be an out. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's McGriff, Bell, and Barfield. And yes, that glitch showing him in a different one. Here's Fred McGriff, bottom of the 6th inning. He struck out and he flew out, not having the day he had in the last game. But Fred McGriff now, 3 straight in Toronto, bottom of the 6th inning. McGriff, oh, that was a meatball pitch that he took, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the 6th, Oakland 1, Toronto 1. The series is also 1-1. Down low, and it is 1-1. 0 for 2, Fred McGriff. Davis will be up to 75 pitches. A swing and a miss there. It'll be 1-2. So McGriff, he had the magic in the last game. This game a little different. Swing and a miss there. He got fooled by the curveball, and the 7th strikeout for Storm Davis.
The left fielder, number 11.
Such pressure. Such absolute pressure when you're in game 3. The winner's going to have a 2-1 series lead. George Bell. And that's going to be a strike right on the border. A single, and he scored the only run for Toronto. The 1-1, the 0-1, it'll be 1-1. Keep looking at the score and saying that. Bell is 1 for 2. There's no on with 1 out, which makes McGriff a little more dangerous. You know he's coming up again, probably. High and underneath. And that's going to be a catch, 2 outs. So Canseco is in right field, not in left.
Now batting.
Jesse Barfield, 1 for 2, a double and an RBI. One for 2. And that's going to be a ball, 1-0. So Davis now, his 81st pitch, and that'll be fouled off. Jesse Barfield. Remember, he's the guy that hit it deep to center field over Henderson, and Henderson got confused, and the ball hit the ground, and a run scored. That's the only way Toronto has scored Oakland. It was easy. It was a Carney Lansford home run. But now it's 1-2 with 2 outs. On the ground, base hit for Barfield. He might go to second. Let's see. Hits the wall. Canseco will throw it in. Barfield's at second. He's safe. And Barfield has his 2nd double of the day. Watch this. It just squeaks through there. Oh, how big that is. Kelly Gruber.
Now batting, third baseman.
Gruber's 0 for 2, and he takes a ball 1-0. 2 ground outs for Gruber. He's 4 of 11 in the series. Remember, he had a home run to make it 11-1. I believe he had the last RBI for Toronto in that game. This is the right field. It might hit the gap, but no. Canseco with the catch. And we go to the 7th inning. It's 1-1. You have Henderson, Steinbach, and Hubbard.
Leading off for the Athletics, the center fielder, Dave Henderson.
So here's Steve. And that's going to be a strike. Dave Henderson now. Each team with 1 run on 6 hits. Each team has left 5 on base. Each team has no errors. You can see. That'll be inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. High pop fly, and underneath the catch, 1 out.
The catcher, number 36.
Terry Steinbach 0 for 2. And that's going to be a strike. Be 1-1. So Steinbach is 0 for 2. Carney Lansford with the home run. Steinbach is the catcher. Oh, and it hits the base. And let's see, the throw to first. He's safe. But an odd-looking thing. A very odd-looking play. As the ball hit the base, it would have been a double. He almost got out, but you can see it hit the base. And Kelly Gruber still almost got him. Yes, he was safe by a little bit, but that took a base away. And they know it. If it went into left field, that would have been big. Glenn Hubbard coming up, and that was so big. What an odd occurrence. As it hits third base and comes out, Steve's still in. Hubbard is 2 for 2 today, 1 on, 1 out. It'll be low ball 1. Glenn Hubbard. And this will be foul, and they got it. So Glenn Hubbard, 2 for 2. High and deep to left field. And underneath the catch, it's going to be 2 outs. Again, we have not had an extra inning game. We haven't had one. And something has broke. We haven't had a win in the bottom of the 9th either. Here's Walt Weiss. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs, 1 on in the top of the 7th inning. On the ground. They pick it up. They throw to second. Fernandez is standing there. And it's going to be out number 3. For some reason they have an American flag playing in Toronto.
Leading up for Toronto.
Ernie Witt, he's 0 for 2. He lined out and grounded out. He's 3 for 11 in the series. He had a double and an RBI. So Davis. Now it'll be fouled back. 1-1. 0-1. It's 1-1. The series is 1-1. Which means that the winner here will have a 2-1 lead in a series like this. It is a defensive series. It really is. Oakland has only scored 4 runs in the series. And it's going to be 1-2. Ernie Witt has not had a great series here. Now be high and fouled off. Toronto now a little bit anxious. It's not a relief when your team's batting when it's tied. It's anxious because, you know, if you don't score and Oakland starts out with a double, chances are they're going to take a series lead. Witt, and he didn't want that to happen. It's going to come in, and a catch. 1 out. The starters are still in the game, which is unique. Rance Mulliniks, he's 1 for 2, single in the 5th inning. Remember, Toronto played in the wild card games. They played 3 in a row. Oakland only played 2 in a row. Mulliniks, and that's going to be fouled. They got people warming up, but they want to hold their bullpen. But if they go extra innings, it's going to blast the bullpen for both these teams. It really will. And that's going to be a strike right at the top. If this thing goes like 15 innings, it's going to be crazy. The 0-2. Mulliniks, and he hits the ground and a base hit. Rance will get his 2nd base hit of the day. Rance Mulliniks. Here's Manny Lee. And Manny Lee, the 2nd baseman. Inside could be 2. There's 1, and there's an easy 2. Manny Lee hits into a double play. And we go into the 8th inning. The score, Oakland 1, Toronto 1.
Your attention, please.
So Mark Eichhorn comes in. 2 games, 3 innings, hasn't given up a run, 1 strikeout, Righties hate the guy, lefties like him. And Eichhorn will come in. I guess they don't want to try one more inning with Steve. They don't. We're in the 8th inning now. Polonia's 0 for 3. It's big for Eichhorn. Oh, he tipped that up. He wanted to bunt it, and that's going to be a catch, 1 out. Oh, not what they wanted. So now coming up is Carney Lansford, the only RBI for Oakland. He had the home run. Eichhorn. And that's going to be a strike in the upper corner. Lansford is 2 for 3. And that's going to be fouled off. 0-2 now. So Carney Lansford goes down 2 strikes early. Eichhorn. That's going to be a hard shot to right field and a base hit. So Lansford will get on first with 1 out. Now the Bash brothers will come up. First you have Canseco, and it's late in the game, and Canseco statistically is ready to break out of this shell. So Lansford is now 3 for 4. He's my MVP, honestly, of this game. Here's Jose, 0 for 2. They go back to first. He's going to be safe. They're screaming MVP for Jose Canseco. I can hear it in my earpiece. It's going to be ball 1. Maybe Mark. I'm assuming they're not screaming out for Mark Eichhorn. I mean, Canseco 10 straight at bats without a hit. He's 0 for 10 in the series. The 1-0. That's going to be a steal. They call a strike. They throw to second. Not even close. And Lansford will get there. He has 70 speed. He takes away the double play. Interesting. That was a high strike. Yeah, what a terrible throw. So Canseco again. He's 0 for 2 in a day. The 1-1 with 1 out. It's going to be high, 2-1. A beautiful night here in Exhibition Stadium in Toronto. Over the summer in real life, I drove past it. They're home of the Toronto FC football and the MLS, but here in the 88 replay, home of Toronto. Hard hit, it's knocked down. That'll save a run. The flip to first, they got him. He's out, 2 outs. That was huge by Fred McGriff. I can't understate how big that defensive play was. Because if Canseco gets on, the Lansford's in sacrifice position with the fly ball hitter. And here's McGuire. Now he has to get a base hit to drive in Lansford. The Bash brothers are not doing good. That's 11 straight out. And that's going to be fouled, 0-1. He doesn't want to get down early. Eichhorn doesn't have to worry about stealing. He can play around, and they call that a strike. It's 0-2. They get McGuire down in a hole. Oh, that is huge. No, 1-2. You want it to be a little close. 1-2. Eichhorn's a strike away from getting out of here. High and fouled off again. Still 1-2. The 13th pitch by Eichhorn. Right there to right field. He barely moves a muscle. And there's the catch, and that's 3 outs. Jesse Barfield. Yep, there it is. And Mark Eichhorn gets him. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The game is tied at 1, and so is the series.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Greg Caderet. Caderet. 1 game, 1 inning. His ERA is terrible. Righties and lefties love the guy. Lloyd Mosby, a single in the first inning.
leading off for the Jays.
Look at that win expectancy go up. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think. And they give him a strike. He's going to be good with that. And you can see everybody booing that strike. My goodness. Mosby is 1 for 3 today, bottom of the 8th inning. And that's going to be a strike. 0-2 quickly. 0-2 to Lloyd Mosby. Low 1-2. Struck him out, it hit the ground, no out to throw to first, they do, and that's going to be 1 out. A disaster for an at-bat for Lloyd Mosby. That's exactly how Kaderet wants to start out. Fernandez is 0 for 3, grounded out in the 5th inning. 3 for 10 in the series with a double. That's going to be a base hit. Center field, a single. Toronto's fast. And he has Fernandez's 78 speed. He's the shortstop. And you can see that, just a simple single. Here's Fred McGriff. McGriff is due. In the 8th inning, it's high. He's going to be safe. So Fred McGriff, bottom of the 8th inning, 1 on, 1 out for McGriff. He's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a strike. He takes it. He struck out in the 6th inning. His 3 home runs all in last game. Today, nothing. He was 1. Oh my goodness, 3. He's 6 for 11 now. He was 6 for 8 coming in the game. And he was 1 for 3 in the first game. The 0-2. He didn't go. They say he went. And all he did was lean. And look at this. They say that this is a swing. Oh my goodness. They say that that's a swing. And you have a lot of people disagreeing there, even Oakland fans. Here's George Bell. He's a threat, but like a JV threat. He has a single and a run. Fred McGriff is 0 for 4 in a day, but George Bell is 1 for 3. And he's also very, very talented. It's going to be a strike on the corner. This strike zone's all over the place today. It'll be 1-1. 1 on, 2 outs for George Bell. Fernandez is on first. High and inside, it'll be 2-1. Oakland 1, Toronto 1. Again, something has to give. You're going to have a run here. Swing and a miss, it'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for George Bell. They throw to first, he's going to be safe. 2-2 with 2 outs. On the ground and fouled it off. George Bell, 1 for 3. The 2-2. Kind of jammed him a little bit. This should get out of the inning. Canseco with the catch. And we go to the 9th inning. It's 1-1. This is big. Tom Hankey will come in. He's pitched 1 inning. It was great. Nobody did anything. He's not going to get a save today. They want him to get some work in, at least 1 inning here. They don't want to burn their bullpen. Here's Parker. And Dave Parker here. I would have Hankey start off, but Tom Hankey right now will be in, and that's going to be a hard hit to left field, and this will start off with a single. So Parker will go to first base, and that's all he's going to get. First pitch goes in the outfield for Dave Parker. Watch this. Tony Phillips is the pinch runner. They're going to try and get him in. And McGriff is at first. This is big. I don't know. I never was big on these in a tie game because you might need Parker in extra innings. And that's going to be high and outside, 1-0. 1 for 3 is Henderson. He doubled in a 4, 2 for 10. And he has a double there. There's a strike. It'll be 1-1. Too high, and he's upset. La Russa is saying stuff out there, and the tension is high. We all know this. The 1-1. Down low, and they're keeping it high. Tom Hankey wants to get out of this inning with not a lot of pitches. He wants to save himself for tomorrow in case he's used. The 2-1. Swing and a miss there. It'll be 2-2. The 2-2 to Dave Henderson. 3-2. Steinbach is on deck, the catcher. And he's the 7th hitter. Here's Hankey. Does not want to get 2 on with nobody out. Then they can double sacrifice. And he called him out. Dave Henderson, they called him out. They called out Dave Henderson. Oh my goodness. Oh. Here's Steinbach with 1 out. Hankey will remember that. He got a little bit of a favor there and a strike. 1 for 3, singled in the 7th inning. 300 average. The 0-1 to Terry Steinbach, 1 for 3 today. And it's going to be high and a strike, 0-2. There it is, almost an even game. Double play, fly out to left, and a single for Steinbach. The 0-2 with 1 out, Hankey. No, and they're not going to say, they're not going to give it to him. The 1-2 with 1 out. 1 on. A double play will end the inning. 2-2. He's a little bit high there. Cito Gaston. The 1988 Blue Jays. Steinbach. High, and this should be caught. And it is. Glenn Hubbard, 2 for 3, has 2 singles, batting .400 in the series, 4 for 10. And there are 2 outs now here in the 9th inning. Hankey, and down low, ball 1. If Toronto can hold, they need 1 run to win the game and go up 2-1. And they're going to call that a strike, 1-1. 1-1 with 2 outs. Except for the last game, this has been low scoring. Oakland has scored 2 runs in the first game, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third here. The 2-1 to Glenn Hubbard, who's 2 for 3. Oh, it jammed him right inside, and McGriff with the catch, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Barfield, Gruber, and Witt.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Jim Corsi,
number
1 game, 1 inning. Righties and lefties like him, but it's going to be up to Jim Corsi now. And the first batter is Barfield. He has 2 doubles and an RBI.
for Toronto.
They want to get him on with nobody out, and they know this is going to be big. That's going to be a ball down low, 1-0. Dennis Eckersley's in the bullpen. He might not be used if Toronto wins this game. Here in the bottom of the 9th, if Toronto wins this game, it's going to have to be a walk-off. That's the only way they can win now is a walk-off. It'll be 2-0. So to start that, they want Barfield getting on. If you're Oakland, they got Eckersley. He might come in. It'll be 3-0. Of course, he doesn't do anything well here. They got Gruber coming up next. And Jim Corsi. Let's see what he does here, and they're going to call that a strike. Usually your zone expands. Barfield is 2 for 3. The winner goes up 2-1. That's going to be fouled off, and it will be a full count. Nobody out. The 3-2 to Jesse Barfield. And he'll foul it off again. Barfield looking to get on. One of these pitches has to go wide. And he fouls it off again, staying alive. If Barfield can get on, that would be huge. All they need is 1 run to win. Oakland. And that's going to be to right field. It might hit the ground. Let's see Canseco, and he catches one out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Kelly Gruber, 0 for 3. So Gruber again, and that's going to be 0-1. Nobody on, 1 out. Gruber defensively has been solid today. Offensively, no. He can't get both going on very well in the same game. It's like almost impossible for him. Gruber, and that'll be fouled off. 1-2. 1-2, 1 out. Nobody on. On the ground. Second to first. And that's going to be 2 outs.
the catcher number 14, Ernie Witt.
So here's Ernie Witt with 2 outs. For Oakland, this is exactly what you want. Witt is 0 for 3, flew out in the 7th inning. He's been terrible all postseason offensively. That's going to be a ball, 1-0. Jim Corsi, you just never know. Down below, it'll be 2-0 with 2 outs. 1-1, Oakland and Toronto. Bottom of the 9th inning, and it'll be 3-0. Rand Smolinix is on deck. If he were to win this game, that would be absolutely incredible. The 3-0. And they call that one a strike. So they don't like that one. But here's Witt. There's another one he takes right down the middle. And now it's a full count, 2 outs, nobody on. Of course, he's a pitch away from getting out of this inning. To left field. Are they going to catch it? No. Eckersley unfazed by everything. This will be the 19th pitch this inning. Struck him out, and that's going to end the 9th. We go to extras. We need more to see who's the winner. Oakland 1, Toronto 1. Walt Weiss, he sacrificed bunt in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 2. The series, he's 2 for 8. Hankey will stay in as the pitcher. I don't know. I mean, that's faith in your staff. 2 innings. You know, two innings for a closer. And they're going to call that one a strike. 0-2. They either have faith in their staff to close them tomorrow or no faith that they got to win in the next inning. 19 pitches now. Here's Hankey. Down below, 2-2. Weiss is 0 for 2 today. The 2-2. And they're going to foul it off. I wonder if they're going to let Corsi do the same thing in the bottom of the 10th inning. This is the first extra inning game. We've had a lot of 1- and 2-run games. Struck him out. That's going to be one out. Oh, he knows he's upset. But Hanky, what a pitch. What a pitch. Oh. And he's upset at himself. So upset at himself. Luis Polonia is 0 for 4. And that's going to be a strike. Polonia hasn't done anything all day. Hanky trying to go 1, 2, 3 in this inning. On the ground. Fernandez, the first, 2 outs. And you see Luis Polonia, the crime dog right there. Not crime dog. Crime dog's at first. But Fernandez, a great play at shortstop. 84 miles an hour. He's really good. And now here's Carney Lansford, who's 3 for 4. You got to be careful. He had a home run earlier in the game. It'll be low ball 1. You also got the Bash brothers coming up. And if you score in the bottom of the inning, you don't have to face them again this game. You know that they're due. Hanky. That's going to be fouled off. Now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. It'll be 2-1. Tom Hanky. That'll be lifted to left field and underneath the catch. And Toronto's going to have their chance to win this game. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Mullenix, Lee, and Mosby. So here's Rance Mullenix today, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Rance showing some stuff today. Corsi will remain in as the pitcher here in the bottom of the 10th inning. And Mullenix right to Corsi, first pitch, and 1 out. So Rance will be 2 for 4. They filled that outfield up all the way. In the regular season, you never see it go down that far, but everybody has filled that up. Manny Lee singled in the 5th inning. Oakland 1, Toronto 1. And that's going to be a strike. Manny Lee, and it'll be 1-1. So Toronto, if they win the game, it'll be 2-1 unless it's a home run. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. It'll be interesting if they go to an 11th inning. It'll be interesting the deeper we go, how it'll be. And this will be short, the first, and that'll be 2 outs. Wondering what's going to break. What is going to break here today? Lloyd Mosby, 1 for 4. He singled in the 1st inning. So here we go. That's going to be a ball inside to Mosby. 1 for 4 on the day. 1-1. Oakland and Toronto. The series tied at 1. On the ground. 3rd to 1st, and we go to the 11th inning. We go to the 11th inning. The score, Oakland 1, Toronto 1. New pitcher John Cerruti. 1 game, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, gave up nothing. And now he's got both Bash brothers. Jose Canseco's 0 for 11. 0 for 11 so far. Here's Cerruti. That'll be outside ball 1. So Cerruti for Toronto. And they're not giving him the pitches. And Canseco's liking this. Cerruti's going to have to bring it in. They don't want to put Canseco on first. He has speed. And he fouls it back 2-1. He's playing high, though. That can be dangerous. Cerruti, the 2-1. Low, 3-1. He goes low. And now it's going to be Canseco's pitch. 0 for 11 in the series. But he does have a walk, and he might get another one. Cerruti, the 3-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count. Oh, what a big play now. This is a huge, huge pitch. Down below, he reached for it. Fernandez to McGriff, 1 out. Who would have thought that the series with the biggest blowout would go to the underdog, and the widest gap in talents for the team would be the tightest series? Here's McGuire, 1 out, top of the 11th, and it's going to be a strike up above. Mark McGuire 0 for 4. The Bash brothers are 0 for everything today. Here in the 11th inning, McGuire. The 0-1, and it'll be high 1-1. So John Cerruti trying to get the Bash brothers 1 and 2. It'll be 2-1. Trying to get them to go down easily. The 2-1 with an out. 3-1 with an out. Tony Phillips on deck. The 3-1. Fouled it off. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that's going to be fouled off again. McGuire 0 for 4 today. The full count, 1 out. On the ground, Gruber to McGriff. 2 outs. In the top of the 9th inning, I mean, they did have Lansford on third. Here's Tony Phillips. This is why you don't put in pinch runners. This is why you don't, because it should be Dave Parker, but you got Tony Phillips. It'll be 1-0. Dave Parker could jack one in 1 pitch. That's going to be, oh, wait a second, that's Phillips, and that's a base hit. It'll be a single, so they don't give up a double. So Phillips gets a base hit, so who knows? Maybe that was the right move by La Russa. Now here's Dave Henderson. The only run Toronto, oh, they got him in a rundown. It should be it. He drops the ball. He dropped the ball. Fernandez dropped the ball at second. He was dead to rights, and Fernandez dropped the ball at second. They're going to give the error on the throw. Oh my goodness, that was big. The throw to second was down below. This could be a huge break now. Henderson inside, 1-0. They had Phillips. They had him in a rundown. They had him easy, and he dropped the ball. Fernandez dropped it. They say it was a low throw, though, and it'll be a swing and a miss, 1-1. A base hit, and it's going to be 2-1. It'll be 2-1 outside. Cerruti wants to get Henderson. Henderson is 1 for 4. They just don't want to walk him and get to the 7th. Oh, deep to left, and that air hurts. It's now 3-1 Oakland. The home run by Dave Henderson. Both runs are unearned, and that air will live on through Toronto history. That air will go on through Toronto history. You got the feeling when that happened. And Manny Fernandez knows if he didn't drop the ball, they would be 1-1, and they would be in the bottom of the 11th. And the Oakland A's are up 3-1. Oh, that is so big. Dave Henderson with the home run that shouldn't have been, but it was. Henderson saw that off Cerruti, and everybody saw. Watch Kelly Gruber. He looks physically ill when that happened. And a new pitcher, Dwayne Ward, will be coming in. 6'4", 200 pounds. It'll be his first postseason appearance. Oakland's about to go up 2-1. So Terry Steinbach now. It's 3-1 Oakland. And Ward, that's going to be a strike. They made the move. They got the runner. And he dropped the ball. Manny Fernandez dropped the ball. Not Manny Fernandez, Fernandez. And that'll be foul. 2 strikes to Steinbach. If you're a Toronto fan, how disheartening that is. You're going to be down 2-1 now. Unless you can score 2 in the bottom of the 11th inning, which, who knows? You never know. On the ground, hit him right in the leg. They're going to pick it up, throw to first. He's safe. And Steinbach gets on first. Dwayne Ward was hit in the leg by the ball. Oh, right in the foot. And Ernie Wick couldn't pick it up, couldn't get him out. Glenn Hubbard, 2 for 4. There'll be a ball inside, 1-0. Toronto does not want to melt down here, as they still have a chance at 3-1, but 4 and 5-1. Who knows? Probably not. That's going to be a strike there, 1-1. So Dwayne Ward coming in, first time in the postseason. Glenn Hubbard, he'll be 2-1. If you're Toronto, you can feel the air just go out of the stadium when that home run was hit by Dave Henderson. They've hit 2 home runs today. One by Carney Lansford, which was Oakland's first home run of the playoffs, and one by Dave Henderson, which was Oakland's second home run of the playoffs. Struck him out, and we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. Dave Henderson on a home run after an error. And that made Kelly Gruber just look like he was physically going to get ill. But a huge home run for Dave Henderson. It's 3-1. So Dennis Eckersley will come in. He got a save, and the only opportunity he had in the first game, he went 1 inning. He didn't give up anything out. He even had a strikeout. Righties, though, had their way. Lefties, he shut down. So Dennis Eckersley will be in. Here's Tony Fernandez now. A single in the 8th inning.
Not shortstop, Tony Fernandez.
And Eckersley, that's going to be a strike. So many things in that top of the 11th inning. That's going to be on the ground. Second to first, 1 out. And Fernandez, who had the error, I can't believe he dropped the ball. I still can't believe it. That was picked up and the throw to first. That'll be known in the postseason as the drop. Here's Fred McGriff now. Remember, they're down by 2, so even if he jacks one, they're going to still be losing, and it's 1-0. McGriff wants to get on. He's 0 for 4. He struck out in the 8th. Eckersley now. And he got it too low. It'll be 1-1 with 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. And that's going to be on the side, 2-1. Fred McGriff, he's 0 for 4. Swing and a miss there. It'll be 2-2. 2-2 with an out. That's going to be to left field, and that's going to be a base hit. So Fred McGriff, are they going to go to second? He will. He slides in. He's safe. So Fred McGriff gets on base, so the tying run will be up. And he's on second, so the double play will be hard to do. Fred McGriff. So there is hope if you're Toronto. There are some people that have left here. There is still hope. Here's George Bell. 1 for 4 today. Eckersley. And that's going to be a strike. Catches the corner there. He has a single and a run. Bottom of the 11th inning. If they were to tie this game up, it would be one of the most unbelievable things I'd ever see. On the ground. This will be 2 outs now. And it is all going to be up. As there is 2 outs now. There is a runner on third. It's all up to Jesse Barfield. Jesse Barfield 2 for 4 today, and this is it. He has 2 doubles. Down low, ball 1. So Dennis Eckersley trying to give Oakland a 2-1 lead. What a game this was. The 1-0, and that'll be fouled away, 1-1. You feel the tension. Barfield is the tying run. The 1-1, and he's going to foul it off. He's down to his last strike. Barfield trying to get on base, make it 3-2. The 1-2, it's down low. They're not going to end the game. It'll be 2-2 now. 2-2 to Barfield. Low again, it's 3-2. Gruber's on deck. Gruber is just saying, get me on. That's what he wants. It goes Gruber, then Ernie Witt. But here we go, the 3-2 to Barfield. 3-1 Oakland, bottom of the 11th. High pop fly, this should do it. Underneath is Henderson, and he makes the catch, and Oakland's up 2-1. Oakland is up 2-1. It was an error in the top of the 11th inning. It was a drop by Fernandez. The only error of the game. They made a beautiful move to get the runner, and they threw to second, and he dropped the ball. And Oakland capitalized with a Dave Henderson home run. Eckersley gets his second save. Corsi the win, Cerruti the loss. And it is a 3-1 Oakland win. They go up 2-1 in the series. What a game this was. A lot of tension and a lot of everything like that. You can see some of the highlights here. Kelly Gruber in the first couple innings, really good. And right here, this was Carney Lansford, who gave him a 1-0 lead right over Barfield's glove, the double play. And Dave Henderson's 2-run home run. The error was unbelievable. Dave Henderson in center field atoning for himself. He kind of got confused and let a fly ball hit the ground. And 11 innings, the final score, Oakland 3, Toronto 1. Henderson, the player of the game, 2 for 5, a home run and a double. Post-game show will be now. So post-game show will be now. In 11 innings, Oakland takes a 2-1 lead. Oh my. For Oakland, you can see Lansford was 3 for 5 with a home run and an RBI. Parker had 2 hits. Henderson, Steinbach, and Hubbard had 2 hits. 12 total for Oakland. Only struck out 5 times. They walked twice. Henderson had a double, home run, Lansford and Dave Henderson. So we had a home run and a double, RBI. Henderson had 2 home runs. And Lansford, they had to build in insurance home run for that home run. And Carney Lansford also had the other RBI. Both home runs All the runs for Oakland on home runs. Sacrifice by Walt Weiss, and then grounding into double play Steinbach and Weiss. Base running, stolen bases. Lansford and Canseco caught stealing. Lansford was 1 for 2. Canseco 1 for 1. For Toronto, they only had Barfield with multiple hits and Rance Mulliniks with multiple hits. That was it. Gruber and Witt both had donuts. And what a game that was. Batting, doubles. McGriff and Barfield had 2 doubles. The RBI, Barfield had the only RBI when Dave Henderson got confused. And Manuel Lee grounded into a double play. They say McGriff with the throw, but still I would disagree on that. I would say Fernandez with the error, Mosby with the stolen base. Pitching-wise, Davis was really good. He only gave up 1 run, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts. Catterett, not very good there. Not a great day. Giving up 1 hit. Actually, no, he was fine. 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. He brought his ERA down. Corsi gets the win, and Eckersley the save, his second. For Toronto, Steve was the almost exact same line except 2 walks and 2 strikeouts, except for Storm Davis's 7 strikeouts and no walks. Eichhorn came in. Hankey came in. Cerruti gave up the 2-run home run. Should have been out of the inning, and then Dwayne Ward came in to get the final out. 3-1 your final. It's now 2-1. In this series, you can see Oakland up 2-1. Man, if Minnesota sweeps and Oakland ends up winning, that's going to be one heck of a series. And on the other side, Cincinnati, LA, and Pittsburgh and the New York Mets. What if Cincinnati plays Pittsburgh? Man, that would be a rivalry. Taking a look at the games, Boston will go for the sweep, the first clinching game that we have. Minnesota will go for this sweep at home. Roger Clemens against Tolliver. That'll be our next game. That'll be tomorrow. And then LA and Cincinnati, it's a 2-1 series there. So LA's going to try and tie that series up. Cincinnati wants to win and go up 3-1. And then Pittsburgh, and Ron Darling against D. LaPointe. So Pittsburgh will try and make it 3-0 there. That would be really big if you're the Pirates. But that's going to be it for today. Have a great day. And what we're going to do right now is Super Bowl tournament. I am going to say what I say. I'm going to say it and then just take it off the end of this. It's caught. Caught. It's caught. Caught. It's caught. Okay, there we go. A few different ones that you can pick from. All right, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you later.